What's up, family? It's your man Jeff Kilgore back again. Bag of goodies. You already know, business, mind, all intertwined. Today we're going to show you how to discover the amazing power of your subconscious mind, what it is, how it works, and also how to reprogram it. And also a little bonus at the end. You ready? Come on, let's go. Welcome back, family. Again, it's your man Jeff Kilgore, bag of goodies. You already know, no filler, no fluff, just straight to the facts. We're gonna get right to the value. All right, now by the end of this video, you're gonna understand the power of your subconscious mind, what it is, how it works, and even how to reprogram it, and a little bonus tip at the end. All right, now the very first thing to understand the power of your subconscious mind, you really need to understand that there are two parts to your mind, period. As a human being, we have our conscious and we have our subconscious mind. Now, we're very familiar with our conscious minds. In fact, most people are only really familiar with their conscious mind. And so this is the mind that we use every day, all day. You know, it's your mind. It's what you would consider your mind. So the mind that you think with, the mind that you use to answer questions and see things, and, all your everyday activities that most people would feel that your conscious mind is the mind that you're using for everything. So when you go to read a book, using your mind, your conscious mind, you answer questions, somebody asks you, all that is being done with your conscious mind. Now, when you try to use willpower and, grit and grind, I'm going to make this happen, and I'm going to make sure I get this done. This is your conscious mind, because you're trying to overpower what's going on behind the scenes. Now, what's going on behind the scenes is completely being ran by your subconscious mind. You have your conscious mind, you have your subconscious mind. If we divide this into 100%, your conscious mind is in control of only 5% of your daily habits and behavior. Subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of your daily habits and behavior. So what this means is the majority of your day, the vast majority of your day, is being controlled by your subconscious mind. So something that has that much control in your life, I think you would like to know, what exactly is this? Well, your subconscious mind is a collection of habits, beliefs, behaviors that you've accumulated throughout the years that are deep-rooted beliefs within you. To understand this, I like to use the analogy of a car. Now, when you're driving a car, you're behind the wheel. The main thing that you're paying attention to, your steering wheel, you're looking out and about as to what's going on around you while you're driving. You may even be paying attention to the passenger that's riding with you, your dashboard, the radio maybe, all the things that are visible right there, within touch, within your grasp. Now, I would compare the subconscious mind to the engine under the hood. The reason I say that is because there's so much going on under the hood that unless you're an engineer or someone who, engineered or helped build the actual car, or you're a gearhead and you just love, mechanics and that type of thing, the average person has no clue of all of the functions that are going on underneath the hood of a car. So there's so many things going on that's making this car operate the way you want it to operate, or operate the way it was designed to operate. And so you have a starter, you have your alternator, you have the engine itself, you have your transmission, your radiator, trying to think of other things, a thermostat. You have so many things, water pump, water cooler, just so many things going on. All these things are working together. And most people, the only thing is I start the key, I turn the key, it starts up, I drive from point A to point B, and that's that. Let's relate that to the human body or the human mind. Now, your subconscious is under the hood, making everything go. And so, have you ever thought about this? Ask yourself this question. How is your heart pumping blood right now? How is it pumping with the precise amount of pressure that it takes to make your heart beat without any complications? How does it know to do that? How are you breathing without any obstruction, anything, how is your blood flowing smoothly? How are you digesting food that you ate this morning? How does anything that goes on the inside of your body, how does it happen without you giving a command? You don't say, okay, heart, I want you to beat at this many times per minute. Blood, I need you to flow. You don't say that because it's already being taken care of. And besides that, you wouldn't know what to tell your blood to do anyway, besides flow. Tell your heart, okay, beat. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't know anyway, but that's okay. Your subconscious does. This is the engine up under the hood that's running everything. So your engine, your subconscious mind, has so many complex functions going on that the conscious brain cannot understand, the conscious mind rather cannot understand everything that's going on with the subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is behind the scenes. And another thing is this with the subconscious mind, everything that you do automatically. I always use this example. When you get out of bed in the morning, you have to go to the bathroom. So you get up, you walk to the bathroom, sometimes half sleep, you barely have your eyes open, can't even hardly, but you walk to the bathroom. What you didn't do was take out your phone and Google how to walk. Why didn't you? It's because you already know how to walk, because your subconscious mind programmed that years and years and years ago. So you don't have to remember that every time. When you pick up a fork with food on it, you don't have to have someone instruct you on how to place the food in your mouth. You just do it automatically. This is something you don't think about. You don't think about tying your shoes. You do this automatically. Why is that? It's because your subconscious mind has been programmed many, many years ago. And this is a deep-rooted program within your system. So you do it automatically, right? This is important for you to know, because once you understand this, then you can begin to manipulate that system and make it perform as you want it to, right? So if you take a snapshot of your life right now, it's basically a replay of all your beliefs throughout the years. So everything that you've accumulated, everything that you've done, all the results that you've gotten up until this point are a result of what's programmed in your subconscious mind. And we're going to get into that a little bit deeper. But so exactly what is it? It's the engine up under the hood that's making the car go. All right. Now you are the conscious, you're running the conscious, that's 5%. So you do have to give directions. The GPS will give you the instructions on where to go, but you have to put in the coordinates. You have to put something into the GPS. It doesn't just automatically know where to go. You're going to have to put something into it. And this is where reprogramming your subconscious mind comes in. We need to put the coordinates into our subconscious mind and tell it what to do. Tell it what our beliefs are. Tell it what we want. But we have things now from ages 0 to 7. Your subconscious mind was wide open. Now, I mentioned in the last video the different stages of brain waves. You have beta. You have beta, which is where you're simply coherent. I mean, everything is normal. Just like right now, we're talking. I'm alert, coherent. I can see it. Everything is alert. Then you have alpha, a step under that. You're still coherent. You can still hear everything, but you're concentrating your focus. You're more creative. You may be reading a book. You may be watching a TV show. You may be drawing. You may be writing, whatever. But you're in alpha. You're in that creative stage, but you're still pretty much alert and coherent. Now, the next stage under that is theta, and this is where all the magic happens in regards to your subconscious mind, because this is where it's that few minutes right before you fall asleep. It's that few minutes right when you wake up in the morning, you kind of groggy. And the reason is everything else is pretty much blocked out. You're coherent, but not really, because you're not paying attention to anything else. You're trying to get your bearings, and when you're falling asleep, you're almost in la la land, but not quite. You know what I mean? This is the time to drill your subconscious mind with what you want it to know, right? So, and delta is when you're just completely asleep. You're unconscious, you're completely asleep. But theta is what stage your brain is in from ages 0 to 7. So during that theta stage, ages 0 to 7, you're basically being programmed. So whatever your parents taught you, whatever you saw on TV, whatever the people that you admired and looked up to instilled in you, you more than likely have those same beliefs to this day. If they told you to be a Republican, you're probably a Republican. If they told you to be a Democrat, you're probably a Democrat. You understand? If they told you to like a certain sports team, you probably do, because it was instilled in you. Now, can this be changed? Absolutely, it can be changed. Absolutely, it can be reprogrammed. But if you don't understand it and if you don't realize what it is and what's going on, you'll never change it. You'll just figure, this is the hand that I was dealt. Life isn't fair. It's just, I wasn't born with that talent. I wasn't born with, the ability to speak that well. I don't have the gift of gab. You'll just accept certain things as they are instead of realizing that you really have control and the power to change them. But you have to recognize what they are in order to do that. This is how your subconscious mind works. You give it commands and it performs. Now, like I said, 95% of the time, your subconscious mind is behind the scenes running the show. And so you don't think about certain things. Once you learn how to drive, you don't have to learn how to drive every time you get in the car. You just drive. It's something you do naturally. You're talking to the person beside you, you're listening to the radio, you're thinking. Sometimes you're driving, on a long trip and a half an hour goes by and you're like, man, I don't even remember where we were. I don't even remember passing certain things. All I know is we're here now, because you were doing it. You were just driving. You were just, your subconscious mind was taking over. Now, if you're driving and a big semi truck comes up beside you and it's slightly raining right now and there's overspray from the truck, then all of a sudden you jump back into your conscious mind. You're gripping the wheel. You're fully alert. You're making sure this truck doesn't get too close. You don't get too close to the truck, making sure you're at a great speed, all of that. And then the truck goes past, rain slows down a little bit, back to subconscious, baby. I'm chilling, I'm riding. This is how this works, right? So your subconscious mind controls all of your behaviors, 95% of your behaviors. So if you look at the results of your life right now, it is a result of your everyday behaviors. See, everyday behaviors turn into weekly behaviors and monthly and yearly. And next thing you know, this has formed your life. If you earn a certain amount of money, it's because of the beliefs that's lodged down into your subconscious mind. If you, have a certain spouse, this happened because of the beliefs of the type of person that you would attract. This is your subconscious mind running the show. And once we understand that, we can change exactly how that show is being ran. All right. Now, again, like I said, there's ways to reprogram this. There's the repetition of doing a task over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And eventually your subconscious mind is like, okay, I get it. This is what we're doing. Sometimes that could take long. Sometimes it can be a short amount of time. It really depends on you and how deeply rooted whatever the belief is that you're trying to change. Okay. So repetition is great. You do something over and over and over. Your subconscious mind will fall in line. That will become a deep rooted belief for you. Also, affirmations falls along the same lines as repetition. You do your affirmations over and over and over. The key to affirmations, though, you want to do your affirmations with as much feeling as possible. You want to envision yourself being whatever it is that you're affirming. So if you're affirming that I am wealthy, while you're saying it, you need to be thinking about get the image, the picture in your mind of whatever it is that you view wealthy as, because it's different for everybody. So you have to do your affirmations with as much feeling as possible. And I do have a video on how to visualize the right way, and then also how to use your affirmations the correct way in order to, activate the law of attraction. And so That's another thing. Hypnosis is a great way. And hypnosis is not necessarily what you see on TV with the pendulum swinging and you doing crazy things. It's not necessarily that. I would suggest you educate yourself on that as well. I do have an upcoming video in regards to hypnosis, the best way to do it, the best times to do it, things of that nature. So we're going to get into that as well. But hypnosis is a great way to reprogram your subconscious mind as well. Now, as I said, visualization, that's perfect. And just a little quick tip, when you visualize, do your best to do it in that theta stage when you're falling asleep or you're just waking up, because all the other noise is kind of blocked out and you can hone in and you're still coherent enough to put some feeling behind it. And as you're falling asleep, you're just feeling that thing that you're visualizing. This will help bring it to pass a whole lot quicker. All right. Now, I told you there's a little bonus at the end. This is the bonus. Believe it or not, as powerful as your subconscious mind is, there is one thing that it cannot do. Absolutely cannot do. It can just about do everything. But there's one thing your subconscious mind cannot do. Want to know what it is? You sure? All right, I got you. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. And so this is why when you have a dream, you say you have a nightmare, a bad dream, and you wake up sweating, or you wake up breathing hard, and you wake up like you really feel like man, that dream was so real. I really felt like it. And all you were doing was laying there in the bed, but you woke up sweating and breathing hard as if you really was running from that monster or whatever it is that was, in your bad dream. Why is that? It's because your subconscious mind, again, is running the show, running your body, performing all of those functions. And it can't tell if what was in your mind was real or it was imagined. And so it made your body act as if whatever your bad dream was, because it was so clear to you, because you were actually in delta and you had a direct beeline right to your subconscious mind thought that was real. And so your body reacted in that way. And that's why you woke up sweating. That's why you woke up breathing hard, as if you were actually running from some big monster or something. This is why we're grown, right? Sex dreams, wet dreams. This is why that happens. You wake up like, what the heck is going on? Especially when you're a teenager. This is why that happens. Your subconscious mind didn't know what was real and what was imagined. So it made your body perform the functions as if it was real. Why is this important? It's important because you can give your subconscious mind those type of instructions to make everything in your life perform as if it's real. So when you visualize and you imagine things in your life and you put that real feeling behind it and you're in theta or even delta, your subconscious mind is like, oh, okay, that was real. And so you begin to attract things. You begin to vibrate in a certain way that are attracting the things that you just visualized. This is the key to reprogramming your subconscious mind. You want to have as much feeling as possible. You want to recreate that scene or recreate the scenario in which, like when you're asleep and you have a certain dream and you wake up and your body is already reacting. You want your life to already react to that thing that your subconscious mind can't tell is real or imagined. And so when you put those feelings behind you wanting to be wealthy, you put those feelings behind you wanting to own your own business or attract the soulmate, the love of your life, this house that you want, the car, the family, everything. When you put real feeling behind that, your subconscious mind is going to give you the instructions, the habits to start performing so that you make that come to pass. So every day, naturally, now that you've put that into your subconscious mind, you're going to wake up ready to do task A, ready to do task B, because these are steps towards whatever that thing is I was visualizing. Got it? Did you get any value out of that? If you did, you already know, like I say, squeeze that like button, Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Hit that notification bell so you get all the videos that I upload. And you still rocking with me at this point. You already know I appreciate you. Let's go.